a shit ton of Mystic coins. I think like every team, like even the teams that got knocked out round 2, got like 50 Mystic coins a piece, like per person. So like I'm not trying to go that hard. But like I would love because there's 12 teams, or there's 11 teams right now, but there's probably going to be 12 for the Core Cup. I'd love to give everybody like a participation prize. So like that's like, to my mind, like minimum would be like 10 Mystic coins per person, which is not a shit ton, but it keeps going up. I like to give the top group like quite a bit. I like to give first and second place the same number of like Mystic coins as like their like bounty, just because the ANET prizes are so different. And then like third and fourth get the same Mystic coins, and then everybody else just gets like, you know, I do like it's based on like did you get eliminated. Like if you just showed up to the cup, lost twice, I think like 10 to 20 Mystic coins per person is good. You know, like here, thank you for your time, thank you for like participating and like for all the hard work, because I know everybody's been training really hard for this tournament. I want to like give them something, you know.
I sent you some.
Thank you, Mr. Peanuts. Yeah, some. Okay. Send me fucking 1,500 gold. Thank you, dude.
Jesus. Thank you, Peanut. Damn.
You're welcome.
That's enough.
That's 17,000 gold just sitting here doing nothing. So
I really appreciate it, man.
I know who I got to keep spectating.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Also, thanks for that carry the other day, Peanut, when we destroyed that hyper competitive daily AT.
I posted that, but you can watch it. I streamed that one, I think. I upload that one.
Peanut's team went really far in the weekly too. Honestly, that win versus USA was insane. Big spellbreaker diff.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, you guys were killing, man. Great job out there.
Thank you.
Okay. We are about to be 10 minutes past the normal starting time, so I'm just going to call this the smallest guild meeting we've had in a little while, and that is A-OK. So we've kind of hit like one of the main things I want to talk about. Hey, we got a Core Cup coming up, and I'd love to give people some generous prizes. I like to, keep that going. Some contention. Yes, USA is in this tournament. I don't know how I have a reputation of excluding USA from things. I don't intentionally. Well, I do intentionally do that in the Pigs League, because the Pigs League is about training people, and I don't want to have like.
Who says you have a reputation of that?
Apparently, I have that reputation. I've had a lot of random DMs of people being like, "Fucking dude sold USA the Hog Cup," and I was like, "They're not even in the Hog Cup, bro. What are you talking about?"
What?
My USA.
I'm getting hate DMs now about selling tournaments to USA for some reason. I don't know why.
You put tournaments on, you get hate. It's just what it is.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not pressed. I just want to say, yes, USA is in this one. Currently, there's an odd number of teams. I've already told them they're going to get a bye for the first round, potentially for the first 2 rounds, just so everybody can like have some fun. It does. It's not exactly fun to just go up against a brick wall for your first match. But there's a lot of very competitive teams in the Core Cup. But I see everybody training a lot, and I have faith that there's going to be some really competitive matches. I do get Necro hate DMs as well. That's true. You don't even know how to play, dude. You're so build carried by a guy who's playing the same build as me. But like, but I just want to say, like, yes, the Core Cup is a proof of concept tournament. If I ever was really trying to exclude hyper competitive teams, I could always just schedule a tournament at the same time as the monthly. I don't feel like
run 2
the need to do
brackets
that
at once.
Yeah,
sort of like Teapot used to do for Moda.
Yeah, there's multiple ways to like make sure people feel included and part of it. And like, yes, my main goal is to make sure that we include as many people as possible, and that we spread out rewards and titles and like give people a chance who. And I'll be honest, like not everybody has enough time to practice this game for 6 hours every day, 7 days a week, and that's just true. And I want to make sure that like people who have jobs can be included and like feel competitive and have fun and like practice and learn. But at the same time, like there is a big fish in the pond, and that's USA. And I'm not going to exclude them, on purpose from things. It's if they want to come, they can come. If they don't, they don't. But the Core Cup is proof of concept. Pretty much everybody, apparently, as far as I can tell, everybody in the entire community of Guild Wars 2 is very excited about this tournament.
Yeah. No, and I was just messaging homages about it.
I've told everybody that this is proof of concept. If this is a big hit, I think we could run a Core Cup like more than once a year. I've also had people float the idea to me of what if you ran a like expansion cup, like you do Heart of Thorns cup. You do, like, it's only Heart of Thorns specs. You do the Path of Fire cup. It's only Path of Fire specs, and it's just to like give people chances to be creative, to play the build they like, and there's options for that. It's just like, do I have the prize money? How many times can I make homage DM? What's her fucking name?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I know it because I have her Discord and she didn't respond to me. I asked her, I was like, hey, can I advertise some of our guild, like our tournaments in the main Guild Wars 2 server? And she didn't respond to me. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, good luck, buddy. She doesn't even respond to me. That's her job.
So like, I'm just trying to make sure that like, when homage is asking them for a bajillion gems for everybody every 2 months, that we get, that they're never just like, damn, this homage guy's getting a lot of fucking gem welfare.
No, honestly, they've not even blinked. They've effectively almost given me a blank check when it comes to like tournament prizes for mainnet. So don't worry about it.
And much like the movie Blank Check, where a young man gets hit by a rich guy on his bicycle and they give him a blank check and he gets $1 million and it buys him a mansion and a butler forever. Let's do that with ANET. Let's get a mansion and a butler forever.
I have been. We gave out more gems in the Hog Cup than Moda gave out.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, but they had a cash prize.
They got $30,000 cash prize.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well, okay. If anyone has $30,000 they don't want, okay, I'll take it.
There's a strong chance. There's a very strong chance there won't be another Moda. I don't think there will be.
I've actually had some of the people who were like people who didn't fund the Moda because they were upset about something reach out to me and be like, hey, you're running tournaments. Like, are you interested in doing cash prizes? And I said, not yet.
No.
Not yet. That makes me very uncomfortable, to be completely honest. Like, I don't want to be like, who bankrolls that? Who holds the money? I don't want to deal with any of that because when you involve real money, you involve real contracts and real legal disputes. And that's not something that I'm ready to do yet because I don't get paid to run this shit. I kind of hang out. In fact, Mamiga is the only person who's paid me to run this. And that he said, hey, you work really hard. Here's a legendary sword. So thank you, Mamiga. I really appreciated that. But yeah, this is a hobby for most of us here. And like, I don't know if anybody thinks Homage is like a millionaire for like being an ANET partner, but like it's more work than anything else. And it really puts you on a weird pedestal where people get upset at you. Homage does have 1 trillion gold. That is true. And if he tries to tell you differently, that's wrong. He's hoarding it.
All the legendaries.
Homage is Homage is the Jeff Bezos of Guild Wars 2, and don't let him tell you anything different.
I have $1,200.
I could probably reach out to MM2, actually. Let me in a second.
No, but we're getting sidetracked. I just want to say, like, I am extremely happy to run tournaments. I'm extremely happy to organize these things, but I do have a full-time job. So like, I just had to put out a message about how I'm delaying the next Pigs League Hog Cup thing just because I had too much IRL stuff going on. I've been swamped at work. I've been training an intern all summer. It is draining me. It is destroying me spiritually to train somebody. They're a wonderful person. It's just like, I'm used to leaving work early because I'm so efficient at my job and nobody cares if I leave early, but now I can't. And I just don't have any time until August. August, I'm free again to do stuff. But yeah, I would love to hear from the community. If we have anybody who's interested in doing these like expansion tournaments, like the Heart of Thorns tournament, Path of Fire tournament, and a Dragons tournament. I don't know how we would do. What was that one? The Wizards tournament. What was the Wizards expansion? What was it called again? Secrets of the Obscure. I don't know how.
Nobody would play that.
Nobody would play that. So, and there's no way anyone wants to play the Janthir Wild expansion. Everyone must use a spear.
What about the VOE?
Actually, wait.
That might be really funny. Make everybody run staff spear.
Everyone has to use staff spear.
No, that's not a good idea.
So we could have like a, Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, and a Dragons. Those would be fun little tournaments. But for right now, like if everybody's just excited about core, everybody's having a good time with core, I'm happy to run another core tournament in like 2 months. I just want to make sure that there's like community interest in me doing this because I don't want to run this and put the time in and then like, it's like, hey, only 2 teams showed up for the second core tournament of all time. Like that's not fun. Okay, but that's like big tournament business. I do want to make sure that we mention Malin's tournament coming up in the middle of August. It's like only 3 weeks away from the core tournament. It is the mono class tournament. If you are a class main and you are not in this mono tournament, please reach out to Malin. That's not Mal. That's Malyn. He's in the server. Look his name up. I believe so. Like I'm running the Necro team in that. It is a tournament of like all Necro fights, all Warrior fights, all Elementalist fights, all Thief fights, all Mesmer. Like if you are interested in that at all, I think almost every single team has an opening. I know the Necro team does. Necro team is pretty stacked, but Necro's pretty nerfed right now, so I'm nervous about it. But I have a kind of a flex spot open. One of my team members has said they'd look for some cool people, but I haven't heard anything back about it since. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, please look forward to Malin's tournament. Malin, I think, is self-funding that. He was Sandstorm gambling and made off like a fucking bandit. I've never seen anyone win at Sandstorm gambling, but he fucking did. He kept messaging me every day. He's like, I won again. I won again. I won again. And he's like, just showing me his gold total. And I was like, okay. That's how you fucking run a tournament, dude. You self-fund that shit. Okay. So Malin's doing a great job with that. Everybody get hype about that. If you are a class main, you know, show some love, show some support. He has actually asked, he said to me, you know, why are all the main streamers guys? And he reached out to a bunch of like lady streamers to cast that. So I thought that was pretty cool to just get more people to stream PvP content. So I'm looking forward to that. I think we have a couple of our guildies who are going to be streaming that. I believe he reached out to Dawn. Everyone knows Dawn. Homage is famous for being Dawn's husband, actually.
Yeah, that's what you know me for.
Mm-hmm. And a couple of, I think Saint Ira was also asked to stream it because she used to stream as well. And I think he just found like a bunch of like Guild Wars 2 players that don't stream anymore but used to and asked them for that. So very excited about Malin's tournament. And then let's see. I think that's all the big tournament stuff. For Pigs League, I have closed the main sign up for that. But if anyone is still interested in participating in that or signing up like as an alt or someone who kind of shows up, if any teams need to, please do. All I'm going to say is that whoever's signed up ahead of you, like after the thread lock that I did, is going to get first pick. But I'll say this, as I've said every single time for Pigs League, schedule is king. Schedule is king. A ton of people always sign up for Pigs League and say, yeah, available any day. And then they get picked for a team. They're like, any day, any time slot. And then they get picked for a team. They go, oh, actually, here's my real schedule. And you're like, you son of a bitch. Just fucking give me your actual schedule when you sign up. Like, I can't tell you enough. If you say any or like any time or every day or whatever, when the captains are drafting, I every single time say, this person is not free on like anytime. They are not. They are lying to you, and you're gonna have to do an IRL puzzle of how to get them on your fucking team. So be very. I never recommend picking people who put any or every on all of their stuff. It's such a like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a monkey's paw. You're like, oh, this person's like plat 2 and they're free every day. And then you hit them up and they're like, yeah, I'm free every day at 2 a.m. And you're like, what the fuck? So like, hey, past captains know what I'm fucking talking about. Okay, that's enough of that. Please recommend any people, you know, especially if they're new at the game, if they want to sign up as fills. We had a lot of really high level players sign up this time. So if there are brand new players who want to sign up, I might actually like dip into that because I want to make sure that there's like every team has 2 newer players to make sure that everybody gets like a chance to, you know, play the game and learn the game and be taught and have a fucking good time at PvP because PvP is so hostile. Like, I don't know if any of you like, for me personally, I mostly play Necro. And when I try to learn a new build on a new class and I solo queue and unranked, I get fucking destroyed because the game's like, hey, yeah. You're like, you know, you're like a, you know, gold 3 plat 1 guy. So you can handle stuff in unranked, right? And I just get insane teams. So
yep.
What you want is like a group of people who are learning and like half of you play your mains, the other half are playing what you're learning and you can kind of help each other out. So please, that's very helpful for newer players. Like if you have people who are trying to get into the game, let us know. We are happy to like put them on like a carry team. Just we need to know ahead of time, hey, this person's learning. So one of you needs to play like a carry instead of just like experiment. Yeah, Pigs Cup is an excellent introduction to comp. Thank you for mentioning that, Mamiga. Okay. After all of that tournament and league stuff, I want to go to just guild stuff in general. The guild's doing great. I can't overstate how easy it has been to deal with guild stuff. The officers have been doing such a good job running everything and making it easy. Like the last 3-4 months have been like much easier outside of like running events, like just the guild operation of itself. So I want to say like thank you, especially to Iturralde/Nate. He fully took over in June when I was traveling a lot, and I want to give just like a big shout out to Nate. If you guys have any issues and I'm not online, please reach out to Nate. He is really showing up and being sort of the like officer exemplar. In fact, if you check his rating or his rank in the guild, you will notice that he is called Turbo Officer. I made him a bespoke rank in June, and he's really lived up to it.
Deserved.
Very deserved. Thank you, Nate, for everything you've done for us so far. I really appreciate it. And then,
thanks, guys.
Yeah, Nate, would you like to say a few words? Speech.
Not really anything to say. I mean,
Sorry,
I'm on just about every day.
It'll be like 80% of your grade to give a speech right here. You have to give a speech.
Yeah, this is an oral
I see. The
examination.
take home doesn't count.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you again for that. Thank you to everybody who helps out. I didn't say like I didn't list off names, but like a lot. Like I couldn't do this without you guys. I really genuinely could not. Like this guild doesn't run without the people in it who are playing every day, who are playing at different times of day. I know like some of you guys I don't hang out with all the time because like we're available at different times of the day, but like that is so important for a community to have just like a wide range of people on at all times so that people feel like, you know, accepted and welcome and like, oh, who do I talk to? Oh, you know, Salos, that's a great guy to talk to. He's online right now. Like maybe I'll reach out to him and he'll message me back and like, you know, like just having like really solid people who always respond to DMs, just like Salos, who's been here the whole time.
Definitely. I didn't just get here.
Yeah. If you guys have any issues or problems, reach out to Salos specifically if he's streaming. Okay. The next, I think I'm going to take us to Homage's favorite part of the day, where he leads the round table to do his thing. So Homage, please take it away.
Yeah, this is the part that I wish I could be in. I had to leave for duels.
Oh, Lolix,
I mean, I could just
so
call on you at
first.
some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
What do you do here?
What
What do you do usually?
Well, we just like to hear
Bruce.
from everybody, and if anybody has anything they want to bring up, it could be anything. It could be something positive. It could be something negative. If you have a grievance to air out and you just want to bring it to the group, if you have an idea, something you want to change, an idea for a tournament, event, you think somebody should be promoted, I don't know, just whatever. You want to tell a joke?
The other option is joke, yes.
Really, anything I see.
You want Mamiga to be banned? We'll hear it.
You could also say something like an observation about like the current state of ranked PvP. People really like
buff
to hear.
Mesmer. Ranked PvP is kind of a lot of AFKers. I think we should, if you want to talk to AFK, someone who's seen a lot of AFKers, talk to Fran. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I'm curious what everything thinks about the patch and what they think is going to be strong.
That's interesting, actually.
Condi Thief.
Because Condi Thief. So I've been seeing a lot of Condi Thief, but I don't know. I feel like Deadeye is going to be really good. I think it hasn't changed that much though. I think it's going to be the same comp roughly as last one. What else? It would be cool to see more duels. I know it doesn't happen as often, but I think really duels are like, I don't know. I'm a big dueling person because that's how I learn very well. Like right now, I'm dueling Jaden, and like it'd be cool to see newer players seek that out more. Even if you do lose a lot, it's just a good learning experience. But that's all I have to say.
Cool. Thanks, man. I'm gonna skip past Post. He has turn. I like to go.
What are you talking about? I have a joke. Are you kidding me?
Okay, Post. Go ahead.
Okay. Last
What do you got for
Christmas, I bought a fake Christmas tree, and the guy behind the counter said, "Are you gonna put it up yourself?" And I said, "Don't be disgusting. I'm gonna put it up in the living room."
That's a good one. I like that one.
That's not a dad joke. That's the dirty uncle joke.
That's an uncle
Sorry,
joke.
that's drunk Uncle Post joke.
That was the best
All right.
kind.
I'm passing it to Sin before he leaves. What do you got for us today, sir?
This is going to be weird. There's not much people. But before I start, I should admit that I'm a little emotional today because Argentina finished second in the World Cup. I just finished Spider-Man 1 like 40 minutes ago. And I turn 24 tomorrow for the third or fourth time. So...
Yo, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
dude.
Dude, it's always emotional the fourth time.
I know, right? Jokes aside, I wanted to say something that I believe I can help with Gil and the community. Most of us here are adults, and competitive games can be stressful. We all want to win. We all make mistakes, and sometimes frustration gets the worst of us or the better of us. I don't know how it's say, but being competitive should never be an excuse to disrespect someone. Irony, bad comments, unnecessary orders, or pointing fingers usually do not help anyone to improve. That only creates distance and make communication harder. Clear, direct, and respectful communication will always take us further. And when we are too angry or stressed to speak properly, sometimes the most mature choice is to stay quiet for a moment. I try to do that myself because I'm very cranky and I know I might answer in a way I will regret. So I try to be silent. I also think we should spend less time looking at what others do wrong and more time thinking about our own behavior. And that includes me, of course. My Discord, my DMs are always open. And if anybody feels that I disrespect you or handle something badly, I genuinely want you guys to tell me. Sometimes, and I'm going to be short, sometimes during tournaments or practice, I do not greet the other team because I keep my chat off. My PvP chat is always off, and I always forget to turn it on, and I don't even say hi or talk in the chat. At the end of the day, good sportsmanship is not only about the following the rules, it's also, about how we treat our teammates or our opponents, whatever. So I hope we can keep helping each other to become better players and make the guild big.
That's well said.
Well said.
Here.
Here, here.
Very true. Very well said, Sam.
And in other sad news, I won't be able to make it to the core tournament. Sadly, I just got the notice. I got my back surgery scheduled, so I will need a field. So if anybody doesn't have a till, if you want to reach Nowhere, I just spoke to him to let him know. He told me to tell this in the guild meeting.
Damn, sorry to hear that, man. Hope the surgery goes well, and I wish you a speedy recovery, my friend.
Thank you.
Okay, that's going to be a tough act to follow. Amiga, your turn.
I'm usually the last of.
How about that Power World, huh? Been playing a lot of Power World, huh? No, I don't know. I don't know. I think that the patch in general has been interesting. I know that Weaver looks like it got reworked to be better, but it did get nerfed a lot. I think that it is an interesting thing to keep an eye on. Fire Weaver might be around, even though its ammo count got nerfed a lot. And if they keep buffing Druid, watch out for Druid. It might be coming up as a support. I don't know. I don't want to learn Ranger, but it might be.
I mean, that's what the team that won the weekly ran.
That's tragic.
Support Druid. So, something to think about, man.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's all I got.
Okay. Hey, Camp, how you doing?
All right.
Nothing to say today?
I like the patch. I'm excited about the tournaments. That's all.
Nice. He doesn't need to say anything. He's got that title. The title speaks for itself. All right, Storm, what do you got for us today?
I have a weakness for sweets.
Oh.
No. Nothing much. Just I'm still trying to figure out what kind of build I want to play. I've been kind of getting bored of the Renegade. I've been trying to switch it up. I've been doing Condi Willbender. I don't know. I'm pretty new to the PvP scene, but I've just been trying random things. I'm still trying to see what sticks. So, kind of my PvP stuff that I'm working on.
Yeah, fair enough, man. I mean, lots of people here are probably happy to give build recommendations if you ask, right?
For sure. Yep.
Cool. Okay. Pass it on to Nate.
Hey. As for the patch, Condi Reaper got way better and now has like 4 different sources of percent damage reduction. If you were watching the weekly, that's what Naru was playing basically the whole day. And as for IRL stuff, I started a new job this month.
Oh, congrats.
Nice.
Yep. I was worried they were going to make me relocate to San Francisco, but I didn't have to, so that's good.
Nice. Now you can buy a second Miata. Right?
I do have an empty garage. I could buy a project car, but I don't think I would end up putting enough time into it.
Fair enough. Oh, hey, congrats on the new job, man.
Thanks.
Congrats.
But other than that, life's good. I'm really enjoying being in the guild, meeting lots of people. My friends list is quadruple what it was 6 months ago. And that's a great thing.
I can
Hell
echo
yeah.
that.
Cool, man. I'm going to pass it over to Nomad. Nice cosplay.
Well, thank you. Oh, wait, we gotta improve it. We gotta go into phase 2 here.
Are you going to get naked?
I might just do that.
Somebody clip that.
Yo.
Yeah.
He's in the nude.
Okay, that's
That's really cool, man.
Otherwise, patch is kind of mid
That was so funny.
Not a huge fan of the weapon changes for Warrior, but otherwise, I mean, I'm happy they're opening up new avenues of play for Bladesworn, though I don't think they quite coached just yet. Hopefully they'll take another patch or two to iron out some things. Otherwise, I feel like the meta isn't really going to shift too much in this patch. I think you're still going to see most of the same classes, beyond Druid popping up here and there, which I do like to see. I can definitely echo that Thieves seem to be a bit more prevalent lately. I'm seeing on average like at least 1 per team in most of my queues lately. Though I am hard stuck down in Gold 2 this season. It's been rough. So if anybody wants to carry me out of that, feel free. Otherwise, no, things are good. I'm happy to be here.
I got you, bro. I'm bronze right now.
Oh, bet. Let's go. Actually, sorry, you're gonna have to get those points up. I don't know, man. I'm just too high.
Is that different than normal? Is that different than normal post? Or is that what you normally say? Come on now.
Normally I'm like silver 3, so like this is different. I'm fucking decayed as shit, bro. I have 800 decay.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to check in with the folks that aren't in the guild hall, top to bottom. Sorry for ganking you guys, if you weren't expecting it, but hello, Peanut. Have you got anything for us today?
Nothing super exciting. Just hanging out, doing some ranked. You know, the patch wise, I don't think. I agree. I think that's not a whole lot's not going to change. It's still going to be Necro, Conduit, Warrior, and then fill with MG and fill with whatever on the 5th one, basically. Maybe it's Thief, maybe it's another Necro, maybe it's something else.
Did everybody see this guy popping off in the weekly today, or was that just me?
If you don't, you'll see it when Homage posts the video.
They beat USA in that game.
We did once, yeah. Well, it was like 2/3, but close enough.
He's not going to call it weekly upload. It's going to call butter peanut POV cam.
Butter peanut
How
highlight
much is
reel.
How much is 2 for 2 and like casting somebody else, and then like he'll just like be watching something else from the game, and then he'll see me do something and immediately switch and only see like my highlight points. So I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of only seeing my macros and none of my deaths. It's real great.
Butter peanut's the only guy in existence that has the anti-cast triggers.
Yeah. Caster buff.
Yeah. Otherwise, not too much else going on.
Cool. Thanks, dude. Okay, last but not least, Salos.
I wish I played the weekly. I was
Busy
way too
Fortnite.
tired. Yeah, I was playing Fortnite, but also up really late and then fell asleep at my desk and then just kind of kept going. So yeah, I did not play the weekly. Looks like I missed out on something pretty fun.
It was a good one.
It was good. I see. Half the time it's really good. Other times it's really boring.
Yeah, it's true.
So I thought this was one of those times. So like, okay, cool. I'll skip out. I'm not missing anything wrong, apparently. I just thought about it. The core tournament's during the weekly next week, isn't it?
Yeah, we cannibalized the weekly, but I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
imagine anybody's going to be mad about that because like the weekly is good, but I feel like the community thing is better.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Quite excited for that. And for the Pigs League when we can get it kicked off.
Yeah.
But besides that, I don't have a lot to speak on at the moment.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll pass over to Mal. How you doing, sir? Fashionably late.
Very. World Cup finals were cool. That's it.
Nice. Okay, I think that leaves me. I had a few things I wanted to talk about. Firstly, I wanted to echo what Post was saying about things running really smoothly lately. Like maybe the smoothest they've ever been. And I don't, I don't know if that's just because I'm less involved. But anyways, you guys are doing a really great job with that stuff. But feel free to hit me up if you guys ever need anything. I just gave the officers like a bunch more permissions, but like if there's ever something where you're like, oh, I can't do this, just let me know. I can probably try and just make your guys' lives easier. So there's that. It's no surprise. Like we've got a pretty small, tighter knit group here today, and also last month as well. I haven't really been pumping up the guild much when it comes to like advertising and recruiting and getting new members in. I'd be curious to hear from you guys a little bit about like, is there such a thing as too big? Is there a right size? I kind of feel like we have a pretty good sort of core group of people here, and I like the vibe, but I mean, it could always be bigger and better, and I don't know, just like a general topic. If anybody wants to jump in, love to hear from you.
I'll pop in real quick, actually, and just say that, like, in June, I wasn't really, I don't know if you've noticed, but like in a lot of the other months, I usually like start hyping up the guild meeting like a week before it happens. I start making like at everyone posts, like, and I just like completely forgot to do that this month. I didn't do it in June because I was traveling, and I didn't do it this month because I genuinely, with my whole heart, thought it was next week. I found out the guild meeting was happening at 3 today. For me, it was 3, which is an hour and a half before it starts. And I was at this festival with my girlfriend, and I was like, we have to go right now. I completely fucking forgot to hype this up. So
no, it's okay.
From my perspective, though, like I usually like the guild meetings when I'm pretty satisfied when we have like 25, 30 people at the guild meetings, because not everybody's available at the same times, and like there's specifically people who just say like, I can't make the time that you do, but we've just been doing it at this time for so long, and I just think we have like a core group, and my hope, my desire for that is that like everybody leaves these meetings and says, hey, here's what I heard in the guild meeting. Like if they play with other people, oh, we were talking in the guild meeting about this, and those, just kind of spread the word of mouth. Like, please mention what we talk about. If anything from this stuck with you, please talk about it with other folks. Like we want to spread the like communities in online spaces take effort, and like it is a shit ton of effort to maintain these. It doesn't just happen. I maybe to some people it feels monolithic or like it just is so big it can't fail. That is because of the effort behind the scenes of people like Nate, people like Mamiga, Homage, Sin, Camp, Nomad. Like you're fucking holding it down, brother.
Get the title.
Community Conqueror. All right. I'm looking around in the guild hall right now when I'm saying these names. But like what I mean to say is like it takes effort to have a community, and it doesn't just happen overnight. It's not accidental. Like anyone who joined this year maybe didn't see that, like, they're like, oh, War Pigs, they're really well established. We did like a Homage, Dawn and I were like spending so much fucking effort. And we had other people who aren't here right now who spent a lot of effort in this guild, like getting us where we are now. And they, like it just takes the effort. It takes a village to run like a community like this. It's hard. And every time any of you guys are just like, oh, I mentioned something we talked about at the guild meeting, or I reached out to some other PvP groups and we did some scrims, or we did this or that. Like Salos wasn't part of the group forever. Like Salos has joined this year, and like he's been a great addition. He's like really helped out. I mean, he coached a team that won the last Hog Cup. Like that's fantastic. I would love to have more people from other groups like coming in and helping our people grow and moving, and like their people become our people become their people. Like I love that. I really love that we have this like really insanely interconnected community. But it's effort. It comes from effort and from every single person saying, I want a better community and I'm going to do what I want to see in the community. So that was a lot longer than probably how much I wanted, but I just wanted to say that out there because like I really appreciate everybody who shows up with their whole heart into this. And it's a hobby, it's a fun little game, but like there's the people who do their own thing and they only care about their own experience, and then there's people who go, I want the people that I play with to also have fun, even if they lose against me. And I think that's a very different, non-selfish type of person. And I really appreciate everybody here who is that type of non-selfish person that wants to make sure that even if the enemy team is losing, they're having fun. Even if you're losing, your team is having fun. And that's how you keep a community going. That's how you get a community growing. So thank you.
That was beautiful.
Here.
Here.
I do want to just like really kind of laser focus on, like, I'm kind of talking about specifically the size and the numbers of the guild. Like, I initially was kind of numbers, let's pump it up, advertise all the time. Like in every video I ever posted, I advertised the guild. And then it got maybe, I would say, a little too big, and then I didn't do a very good job managing it, and then I kind of got burned. And then we all know that story. And then here we are. But I feel like things are going really good now. And so I don't know, I guess like I'm talking specifically about, numbers. It's like, should we keep pumping the guild up, or is this like a comfortable level for us where we can easily manage it, or like how are we feeling in that regard specifically?
I think since PvP is kind of a niche game mode now, you do need at least some flow of new blood. People who enjoy it but don't want to do this all year will disappear for 8 months of the year. You have to have a few of those coming in every month.
Yeah.
I think that most of where our new blood comes from is actually from like personal connections, people we play with, people we end up queuing with a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that's the better way to go. I don't think there's any reason for us to, at this point, like raw advertise in chat or whatever. We kind of have a critical mass already as it is. And there will be, of course, people that cycle in and out, and that's kind of natural. It's supposed to be like that. We're welcome to be rejoined just as well as we're welcome to like cycle you out. That's kind of the thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I feel like if we go any bigger anyway, we'd have to start talking up the idea of like opening up a part 2 guild.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because at this point, with the amount of members, like that, if your goal is to increase the amount of people, I think that would have to be something at some point.
Well,
I think right
that
now we're at
That,
like,
or
I
you
think
kick,
a
or you
pretty
kick
good
people
amount.
who've been gone a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
issue. I mean, we could have like a second guild that's like waiting in the wings of like you can hang out, like be a part of that one, I guess, and be moved into this one.
We'll call it War Piglets.
That's hilarious.
So we're currently kicking people or to invite new people, and like the oldest inactive members that are getting kicked are about 3.5 months. If it gets
Okay.
down to the point where we're kicking people who have been active for 3 weeks, that's way too soon, I think.
Yeah,
I
I'd
agree.
And maybe that's time for second guild conversation.
I agree.
There's an interesting thing that Sin has been talking to me about in the wings that I have completely forgotten about. So Sin, actually, this is a great time to bring it up right now. He wanted to talk about like a World v World alliance potentially with other guilds, and I think that might fulfill something there, because then if people are very interested in, well, I'll let him go ahead and describe it.
Basically, I told Bose, I think I dropped this to Nate in June too. People who know me knows I basically spam War vs. War, basically only. And well, I'm in an alliance that separate from other teams. It's a small alliance, and I was thinking I have 4 or 5 accounts, I think. And I drag myself into different guilds to be in different servers. So I thought about it, and I was thinking get all these guilds inside the same alliance to play together, to join into the Discord, which is important. You guys know the people from War vs. War is well known to be very, very high community or whatever it's called. And basically I can step up and say, hey, if you guys want to join, I can drag people inside the guild, inside the alliance, but inside the guild, basically, but because the alliance is only to get several guilds together, but to represent picks, for example, and get more people inside the Discord, get inside PvP if they already do PvP, or to know PvP if they don't, because it's War vs. War, but we like to punch each other. So that's my proposition, basically. If you guys are interested, and there is interest to grow the community in that side, I don't mind like commanding in War vs. War with 1 people, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, or 15 of my own, and because they are Latinos and new people. But if you want that, I can step up and start to recruit him, for the community of the Discord, basically, and the guild.
So how would that work? We would put like a link to the Alliance Discord in our Discord, and people who want to cross
Essentially,
over to PvP
we'd probably have like a guild. We'd probably have like a guild, like in the guild message, we say, hey, this is our, if you're interested in World v World, this is our alliance. I think that just because we have a mostly PvP based community, that may sort of have like the effect of maybe there's not room in War Pigs, or maybe I'm more of a World v World person, but I also want to PvP with War Pigs. It kind of gives like a little extra space. Like there's the way alliances work is like everybody who's interested in World v World would join a guild, as Sin said, and you'd have basically 2 guild slots for this guild. And if you're interested in playing World v World with everybody else on the same team, you also join the World v World guild. You set that as your battle guild, or whatever the new name they call it is. And you have both, right? And then like our official, if you want to play PvP with War Pigs, would be you also join this guild. You need 2 guild slots, and you join them with that. And the way it would work is, you could be in this World v World guild, and I think we have kind of a crossover community. Speaking from personal experience, I came from World v World into PvP, and then War Pigs sucked me into PvP. But there are plenty of people who come from World v World and dip their toes in PvP and go, that's not for me, but they still want to be involved in our community because they like us. And I think that this would give sort of like a spot for a lot of those people. And I don't know what I'm not going to be involved in running of that, like Alliance Guild, but it could be something like, maybe they have the same, like, hey, if you're gone for 3 months, you get dropped, but if you re-ask, you can just get re-invited, no problem. It is another thing to juggle. That's a very good thing to mention, Banjo. Sorry, I mean Storm. That's another good thing to mention. It's another thing to juggle. It's another thing, but I do think it kind of hits that niche of, if you are very involved in both activities, you would want to be in both guilds. And if you're one of those people who's involved in both activities, you can find the people who are more interested in PvP and World v World and funnel them in. You can find the PvPers who are more interested in World v World and funnel them to the other guild. And then people can kind of just decide, which one, like, where is my focus? And they can, if they don't want to be in 2 guilds, they can just pick one, right? Because people who don't care about World v World are not going to care about funneling, and people who don't care about PvP are not going to care about being in War Pigs. So that might be a solution, what you guys are talking about. That's why I told Sin to mention it now. This is something we can discuss more in the officer chat later as well. I just wanted to, get that out in front in a guild meeting, because I think I personally think it's a good idea.
I think I also agree. I mean, it's a pretty soft link. It's, hey, here's our friends who World v World with us. Go play that if you want to. And the people who want to do World v World are going to seek it out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea too. I don't have the first clue on how any of that works, so I can't really offer much guidance. But if there's anything I can do to help facilitate that, just let me know.
So basically, this is you can have the discussion. There's like 15 days for the next season lockout, so we have time. This is basically get a guild. This is the alliance. It's a level 0 guild. It's only to get everybody inside the same server every 30 days, and that's it. If you want to do versus war, join here, and you're gonna have people to roam or whatever. I can do School of World War because it's easier, for example, for me to get 15 or 10 or 5 or whatever veterans that already do War vs. War to help the new players than run around with 5 new players, and it's going to be like, hey, we're getting like fucked up every fight, and that's just discouraged. So that's basically it. Just join an alliance, and I'm there. I have a lot of people there, Latinos, a Korean guild actually, because we play in different time zones. And so yeah, they are cool. so cool. So that's basically it. If you have more questions, we can talk about it in chat. That is easier for me than speaking, but that's my proposition.
Well, thank you. I think we should all discuss that, look into it a little bit more. I know we weren't like super laser focused on Homage's main thing of, is the guild too big or is the guild too small?
What's the right size? Like, if I'm being real with myself, I'm a, small group of people type of guy, but I felt like the community needed like a PvP guild, so I made one, right? Anyways.
I think we're at a good spot, and I'd say things are pretty organic to people joining right now. Like, I don't think it's only like word of mouth. Like, people are genuinely interested, even on their own, to join. We're getting probably like 3 or 4 people applying a week, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every couple of weeks, somebody asks me if there's any room in pigs, and I send them the Discord link. So
I get asked a lot as well, like especially after like playing with people, and they say like, I get hate DMs, and then I say like, hey man, like, do you need help with that class? Like, are you new? And they just go like, well, I am actually, like, what, like, I don't know how to play. No one's really talked to me. And I'm like, hey, well, that's totally cool. Like, you can disarm a lot of hate DMs. And depending on what they say, I don't necessarily invite them to guild, but like sometimes I'm like, here's the build, man. Good luck out there. So, I think we're good. I think a community needs like 60-ish like people to be like pretty actively involved. And I'd say we have about 60-ish really active people. And then there's like, 440 people who sort of join for a couple weeks and then filter out. But every time we get that, like of those 60 main active people, we do have people fall off the wagon, and that's okay. And they get busy with real life. That's not their passion. They don't want to play the same game for 2 years in a row.
Absolutely.
And from that slow sifting out, we get people like, I mean, a lot of the people here right now are people that joined this year. Nomad, Nate,
Yeah.
like you guys have been huge. You guys are both officers now, and you guys joined this year.
Wait, no, I joined like a year and a half ago, I think.
Okay, well,
Though honestly, I didn't do jack shit, so.
you started
You know
talking to
what?
me
I
about
joined
this year, so shut up.
I don't remember
But, like,
what I ate last night, so
people like Sin and Camp, Mal, Mamiga, have been around for like, I mean, Mamiga's been here since the very first guild hall. Like when we got the guild
Like
hall,
day
Mamiga
one.
was here. Yeah, Mamiga's a day oneer. And I mean, we've had people like Miraday joining, like just like we get like these diamonds in the rough every now and then through this like slow sifting. And the people who want to be here want to be here. I just want to make sure more people who aren't like, are maybe a little bit more shy or a little bit more nervous about interacting with folks, like feel safe enough to come say, "Hey, what's up?" People like Butter Peanut, who's been involved with the guild, for a long time, but he's too shy to say anything.
well, there's actually a lot of people shy. We can drag them into the Discord. Like this is for example, myself, I like to play in the chat. Like I like people more than I like the game. So there's a lot of people that is shy and say, "Oh no, maybe these people play always together. I don't want to join the Discord." No, like shut up, get inside. Like invite them, stream the games. They're going to join.
Nice. Okay, cool. Well, I feel like that was a good discussion. I just wanted to kind of bring that up because I don't know. I guess if we're feeling like, hey, we need some new blood, pump up the numbers, I can start to promote the guild some more.
Homage. We need some
one
new
thing
blood.
I would
Can you
like
pump
to
up the
brag
numbers?
about. One thing I would like to brag about is we have never even once advertised in map chat. This has grown completely without map chat spam. Just saying. So I think that's kind of cool.
Looking at your Twitch into map chat.
It so annoys me when people put their Twitch in map chat. It's like, dude, you're doing way more harm to your Twitch than good. Trust me. Okay, so I'll cross that one off the list. Good discussion. I did also want to mention, I kind of said this as a joke, but then I had a moment of like, wait a minute, this is a good idea. I think we need another ArenaNet partner who is like actually interested in PvP and would be willing to cast tournaments and stuff when I'm not around. Because I mean, like, there's going to be weekends when I'm doing things. I'm going to miss the next monthly because I'm going to Ren Fair with my wife and two friends.
I love Ren Fair.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll miss the monthly for that. But here's the thing: is if I go, like, does nobody get to watch the monthly?
Yeah.
Like,
pretty much.
Most of the time, the answer is yes. that is correct.
I was serious when I said introduce me to some PvE streamers who are interested in PvP. I would love to get something going with them, or anybody.
Okay.
Joppa, Johnson.
But we need to find ANET partners, though, is the thing, right? And we need to
That's what I'm saying.
Corrupt them.
I'm very friendly. I would love to meet some PvE streamers. You give me some PvE streamers, I'll train them up. I'll get them competitive. I'll get them fierce.
Whoa.
Pass them to me.
Okay. But if anybody has any that they like, anybody that they can think of by name, I try and keep my ear to the ground when it comes to like streamers and content creators, so I can help them get started and stuff. But I don't know everybody.
Well, Salis is a huge fan of Guild Gen.
Oh, everybody loves Guild Gen, dude. That's why she's a partner. Anyways, keep it positive. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that, guys, and just let me know, because we're missing that, like, as a community. And I mean, I'm not even saying as a guild, I'm saying as a game. Like, we need more than one guy. Like, I feel like most people
What is stopping ANET from creating or making more people partner?
You'd have to ask them, my friend. I could not tell you.
Kuniv's got partner, right?
Yes. Yeah, he would definitely be one to check out for this idea, I think. So that's a really good shout, Nate. But I mean, okay, even we pick somebody, we say, okay, we want to help you to cast, and we can provide you with co-casters and stuff. Like, doesn't necessarily mean they stick around. So like ideally we get a couple.
They added a ton of partners earlier this year, but I feel like half of them don't even play the game anymore.
Well, so many of them are web developers for, like, think of Snow Crows, right? There's like 100 people that work on Snow Crows, like even backend stuff. You never hear their names, but like they'll get partnered, right? So there's a lot of people on that program that like you just never. And like PvP is such a small game mode, and then it's like, the partners who are big enough to get partnered, but also not toxic enough to get partnered. It's like there's nobody, man. So it's tough. So just, I don't know. I feel like that I've said all I can on this. Now everybody knows what I'm looking to do, and just keep an eye out for me, guys. And if you know anybody, just send it my way, or send me their way. I don't know.
You know what actually might be a strat for that is if you get like a big stream, like after doing like, maybe we do like a weekday stream and we find like a PvE streamer who's at the same time and just like raid them.
We got to find one that specifically has the spectating powers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But like, if you, because you have a partner, there's a secret partner Discord. I hope there's some sort of ANET Discord.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Sure. I don't know for sure. I assume you guys all know each other in some capacity, like in a business way. And like,
I don't know.
If there's any way that you could, I don't know if you have to like ask one of the people. I'd just say, hey, can you link me up with some PvE streamers? I'd love for my guild to go raiding with a PvE. You know what we could do? We could do it.
Link me up with the PvP partners, baby. All right, here's the list.
Streamer.
It's blank.
No, it's like a wife swap. You find a raiding guild and you swap PvEers for PvPers, and you see like how they do. You could do like it could be a whole event. That could be really fun.
Swap. Freak.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Look, that's on my brain because I went to this festival and there was this old bookseller. He was selling like old books from like the 70s and 80s. And there was like a whole fucking section that was about swapping wives. And I was like, there can't be this many books about it that are different. I was fucking blown away. They all had insane covers too. I don't remember the names of them all, but I was staring at them with my girlfriend. And I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, babe, no way. Babe, no. Babe, wait, how many of these are there? Oh my God, sorry. That was on the brain. But no, if like we could do that. We could do like, swap. Like we get some PvPers to raid, we get some raiders to PvP, train them up. That could be like a fun little competition. Who's better at the game, PvPers or PvEers? I know what I think, but what's the real shit?
I know what I know. PvPers make excellent raiders. Raiders make terrible PvPers.
True.
You just have to convince them to take more than one stun break.
You're a PvPer. That's why you're an excellent raider.
I don't know, man. He got called in as a ringer for a raid I was in. I did a raid for the first time, by the way.
Fancy.
I got invited to one. And they called in Butter Peanut as a ringer because I was floor tanking. No, I didn't die the most, to be honest.
Wow.
Okay.
Rough
Anyway, yeah, let's if you guys have any PvE streamers you like or no, please tell Homage because Homage has no way of knowing who they are.
This is my nefarious plan. So there you go. I was also going to talk funding for the tournament, but I think we've maybe got that sorted.
I think so.
I had a number in my head. Once upon a time, okay, so when I was doing one of the tournaments, I forget which one, I needed to know, like, ballpark, how much actual gold do I need to make this worth people's while? And so what I did is I went to a monthly and just, like, tallied up all of the gold that gets given out and compared that to what we need. I think it's about 10,000 that gets given out in a monthly. And so I think I scaled mine down to 5,000. So for something like the Classic Cup, we're at 1,500 from Peanut, plus whatever in the guild bank. I can chip something in. I can chip like 500 in. So like, I don't know. What do you guys think? 3,000, 4,000, 5,000?
I think that we can get away with less just because we also have, because monthlies don't give out ANET prizes, right?
Exactly.
Right. So I think ANET prizes count for quite a bit if we're being real. Because if you look at like
I agree.
the gold, when you're quantifying gems, I would not look at gems to gold. I would look at gold to gems for the conversion of like what you're giving out. Community Conquer Camp. Did you feel like the gem prize was pretty tight last time? You got some ANET gem prizes.
No, I think I got like 2,000. It was solid.
Yeah.
Like that's what.
I don't actually know how much you got.
$5
That's between you and
for
Hamid.
gems.
But yeah,
No, he can talk his prize. I don't care. It's not pub. It's not private.
So yeah, 2,000 gems would be like 750 gold.
yeah. So I like per person, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, what the hell do gems cost here?
What are the
Yes, ma'am.
prizes for the core attorney?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think we've even like nailed that down exactly.
We haven't nailed it down yet. It's going to be
Goliath finishers.
a generous amount of
Goliath finishers will be in
permanent
there
Goliath
somewhere, baby.
finishers.
No, they're not permanent.
I know. That was the joke. Okay, this meeting has taken about an hour at this point. If anyone is fiending to get going, we are now just sort of like yapping with each other and talking and talking shop. Please feel free to
Real
leave. Thank you so
agony.
much for joining us. But yeah, prizes are going to be. I would assume like first place gets like 100 Mystic coins per person.